And now walking on the field tonight's umpires is assigned by the Frontier League. Home plate is Darnell Ray. First base, Reed Hoover. And the crew chief at third base, Alex Lowry. Tonight's lineup exchange is brought to you by the Heating Cross Insulators and Allied Workers Local 17.
It was a thrilling contest yesterday in the series opener between these two clubs. Time will only tell what the middle game of this three-game series entails between the Evansville Otters and the Joliet Slammers. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you here for the play-by-play. And Evansville, again, was able to win yesterday's contest 9-7, and that came in extra innings. It was a win that Evansville desperately needed, putting an end to their three-game slide, and today they have a chance to win the series against the Slammers. Evansville coming in 18-28 overall on the 2024 season. They are in 8th place in the Frontier League West Division, and they are currently 9 games back of the Schaumburg Boomers, who are in 3rd, which marks a playoff spot. Evansville also 11 games back out of 1st place. Joliet coming in 21-25. They are 6 games back of a playoff spot, and they are 8 games back of 1st place. So these are two teams that have been slow to get out of the gates. Joliet starting to figure things out, winning their last 3 out of 4 series. Evansville dropping their last 2 series, which it's a little bit of a disappointment because Evansville had a streak where they won 4 out of 5 series in a row, and it looked like they were starting to get something going, but they ended up losing 5 out of the last 6 to end the month of June, and they finished June 2 games under 500 at 12-14. Now, out of the 14 games they played at home that month, 7-7 record, and they were an even 500 on the road, 2 games under 500 at 5-7. But they're off to a good start in July, as again, the Otters coming out in the July 2nd contest yesterday after having the first off, and they were able to come away with an extra innings win against a team that they are trying to chase down in the West Division of the Frontier League. So we'll have to see how they follow it up today. Let's go through the starting lineups first for the visiting Otters. They are led by manager Andy McCauley. Giovanni DiGiacomo leads things off. He's in center field. David Mendham, the third baseman, will bat second. Alec Oland playing second base and batting third. Cleaning up is Mason White, the right fielder. Randy Bednar bats fifth. He plays left field. Batting sixth and making a return to Evansville, Dakota Phillips. He will be the designated hitter. Logan Brown will bat seventh. He's out at first base. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Jake Green. Delvin Zinn, the shortstop, will fill out the starting 9 for Evansville. For Joliet, they will hoist up Gino Encina on the rubber. Encina 1-1, and in his 5 prior appearances, he has made 4 starts, 21 innings of work. He has looked pretty good, and 1.29 ERA on the season for Encina. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the Joliet Slammers. They are led by manager Mike Pinto. Liam MacArthur will lead things off. He's out in left field. Jesse De La Cruz, the third baseman, bats second. Matthew Workington out at first base, batting third. And Antonio Valdez cleans up, playing second base. Drew Stengren back behind the dish. He bats fifth. Batting sixth, the designated hitter Jonathan Sierra. Giovanni Garbella, the right fielder, bats seventh. Cal Hayes, the shortstop, batting eighth. And it is Braden Duyon filling out the starting 9. He will bat ninth and play center field. Tristan Harvin for Evansville, back on the rubber. He has made 10 prior appearances in the 2024 season. The right-hander with 4 prior games started a 2-2 win-loss record. 33 1/3 prior innings, a 4.05 ERA. Well, we're going to take a step aside as we're just about ready for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Otters baseball coming your way next on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. That time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Wednesday contest. Kyle Chandler with you for the play-by-play. Evansville coming into this contest with a win over Joliet in the series opener yesterday. That was a thrilling finish. 9-7 in extra innings, and it was Mason White to deliver the game-winning runs for Evansville with a 3-run homer over the left center wall in inning number 10. So they will try to follow it up with a series win here today. Ballpark dimensions at Slammer Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. 348 down the left field line, 400 toward dead center, and it is 327 to the right field line. Giovanni DiGiacomo will lead things off for Evansville. He digs in from the left side. Gino Encina, the right-hander, toes the rubber. 1-1 this year. This is his 6th appearance, 5th game in the starting role, 21 prior innings of work, and a 1.29 ERA. Darnell Ray, our home plate umpire. Out at first base, it is Reed Hoover, and our third base umpire and crew chief, Alex Lawry. Encina into the motion, and his first pitch home is a fastball, misses a little bit low, and we're underway here at 6:34 p.m. Encina, the right-hander, back into the wind. He kicks and deals. This one's lifted in the air, straight away center field, taking a couple of steps to his right, Duyan, but he will make the catch and retire DiGiacomo. A 2-pitch out here to begin this ball game.
Now batting number 34, David.
So that'll bring up David Mendham to the plate. Righty on lefty matchup. Mendham 1 for 5 yesterday. He had an RBI and a run scored. Now Gino Encina has been deadly since coming to this club with Joliet. Here's his first pitch to Mendham. And it's a fastball, misses a little bit high. And the count is now 1-0. Encina with some minor league experience. The right-hander steps and delivers. And it misses inside, so the count 2-0 now. Encina was drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 18th round of the 2015 draft. Long time ago. Now the 2-0. And Mendham taps it back toward the Joliet first base dugout foul. The count 2 balls and a strike. Encina was drafted out of the University of the Incarnate Word. That's a school in San Antonio, Texas. The pitch. And it misses outside to Mendham. He's in a good hitter's count. 3 balls and a strike. Encina gets the sign. He's back into the rubber. Here's the pitch. And it misses outside, ball 4. So there's the first base runner of the game. Mendham will head down to first via the walk. That'll bring up Alec Oland. Encina saw 3 total years at the affiliated level. Toronto reached as far as High A, but he played in the AAA Mexican League in 2019. Righty on righty battle. Here comes the first pitch to Oland. And it's a fastball at the top of the zone called a strike, and it's 0-1. A really interesting story, and when you look at the numbers from Encina in his minor league career, 2016 was his best stint. He just never really had great numbers except for that year. Here comes the pitch, and this is lifted in the air out toward left center field. MacArthur on his horse, but it is the center fielder Duyan to call him off. And he's able to retrieve the baseball to retire Oland.
Next up to that, number 2, Mason White.
Couple of flyouts to the center fielder here in the top of the first inning. There's 2 down with a runner on first, no score. Upcoming to the plate, Mason White. Today is also Independence Day, celebrated here at Slammer Stadium. It's not actually Independence Day, that's tomorrow. Here's the pitch to White. And the left-handed hitting right fielder takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. But Joliet, staying on top of things, they're 1 day ahead of schedule. That's how good they are. So they're celebrating Independence Day today. The pitch. Breaking ball in the outside corner, called strike 2. They got some sweet unis to go along with it. They're wearing their typical home white, orange, and green hats, but they have an American flag themed jersey. And white stays alive, slapping it the opposite way, fouling out of play. 0-2 again. They have blue and white going down the sleeves with stars on them. Red, white, and blue slammers across the chest, white tops, white pants, and red, white, and blue numbers on the back. Here's the pitch. And White lifts this in the air out toward left field. Coming down by the line, MacArthur, and he will retrieve it to retire the side. So, Evansville gets a base runner, but no damage done in the top of the first. No score with Joliet, and we'll take it to the home half of the inning on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Thanks again to our friends at Beaver Creek Golf Carts. Visit them at their location in Joliet on Rowell Avenue on Main Street in Braidwood or in Peru. Visit them online at beavercreekgolfcarts.com. Give it up for Spikes.
If Kevin Garcia didn't have a fighting spirit to drive his ambition, he never would have left home for a life if it was hard to see him. If he listened to those who rejected him, he never would have sold that car to pay for his dream. And if he lacked the will to improve his craft, he never would have made a name for himself, lining up some of his dreams and those shorts. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes it life. No better be for those who have a fighting spirit.
Leading off for your Joliet Slammers, left fielder.
Bottom of the first inning, no score between Evansville and Joliet. Tristan Harvin towing the rubber for the Otters. He is 2-2 on the year. This is his 11th appearance, 5th game in the starting role, 33 1/3 prior innings, a 4.05 ERA. The right-hander motions home, and the first pitch on the inside corner, a strike to Liam MacArthur. The count is 0-1. MacArthur digging in from the left side. The pitch. And it's slapped foul the opposite way. And the count is now 0-2. MacArthur batting .318 on the year. That's the best of anybody on this Joliet roster in eligible hitters. The pitch. Fastball misses high. The count 1-2. MacArthur has caught fire over the last few weeks of baseball, working on a 9-game hit streak now. The pitch. And it misses inside. So it's even now to the left fielder, and the count 2-2. MacArthur 2 for 5 yesterday with a run. Harvin winds and fires home. Here's a tapper back over the mound. Weakly hit, charging the second baseman Olin, but he will have no throw to first. Oh, what a horrendous base hit to give up on the first batter of the game.
Next up for the Slammers, third baseman, number 1, Jesse De La Cruz.
That was just high enough and just far enough past the mound, so MacArthur could beat it out easily at first. And now coming to the plate, it's Jesse De La Cruz. First pitch to him, and it's on the inside corner, a called strike, 0-1. No score between Evansville and Joliet. And we're in the first inning. Gorgeous day here at the ballpark today. The pitch, and it's back over the screen. So the count now 0-2 to De La Cruz. 87 degrees, sunny skies. And Mr. American flag blowing out toward right field. So those lefties might have a bit of an advantage. The pitch. Fastball misses high, and the count 1-2 now to De La Cruz. including the one at the plate, De La Cruz. 2 for 2 yesterday. He came off the bench cold late in the game, picked up 2 hits. Now the next delivery. This is just off the outside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So this is exactly the way that the at-bat started to MacArthur. Got ahead 0-2, then 2 straight balls, including a foul ball in one of those strikes. Now the 2-2, and it's sent back over the screen. So another foul ball this time. We'll try it again at 2-2. Harvin, the right-hander, comes to the set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. So the first strikeout of the game goes to Tristan Harvin. And he sets down De La Cruz, out number 1 here in the first frame. Matthew Workington coming to the plate. Runner on first base, no score. Workington, a .303 hitter from the right side. Harvin, glove at the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball misses away, and the count 1-0. It's been an interesting year for Harvin. He has worked in a multitude of roles for Evansville as a pitcher. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball away, and 2 balls and no strikes for Workington. Harvin began the year here at Joliet in a middle relief role, and then the next game he saw was a week later in a starting role. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 2-1 to Workington. But then Harvin went back to the bullpen, and just about a couple of weeks ago when Evansville went out to play Tri-City, he came back into a starting role. He's been here since. Here comes the 2-1. And this is shot back up the middle towards short. Zinn fields it cleanly, shovels to second for 1. Throw to first, way high, and Brown had no chance at that one. And it bounced off the railing, and it kicked back into fair territory. So Workington will have to be held at first with the fielder's choice. Oh boy, you couldn't have reached that if you had a 15-foot ladder. That was way overthrown, airmailed. And Olin might have thrown that as high as a plane. So now coming to the plate, Antonio Valdez. 2 gone in the inning as MacArthur is retired. And the first pitch in is a strike, 0-1. No score between Joliet and Evansville. Harvin at the set. Now the pitch. And it misses downstairs, backhanded by the catcher, Green. And the count now 1-1. What might be even more interesting about Harvin, while he has not started as many games as some of the other starters, he has already worked with all 3 catchers behind the dish on the active roster. Now the 1-1. And it misses inside. So he has seen action with Jake Green, Justin Felix, and Logan Brown. He has had the most success with Felix only giving up 1 run in 9 1/3 innings. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the deuces are wild now for Valdez. With Jake Green working back behind the plate tonight, 6 innings of prior work, 1 run. That came in 1 start. That was actually the Tri-City start. Now the pitch. Swung on, weak roller to the right side of the infield, charging towards first. Olin, the underhand flick to first, not in time. So Harvin has given up 2 base hits in this first inning. Both Texas Leaguer singles, not leaving the infield. And now it's runners on first and second. With 2 gone here in this first inning, it's Drew Stengren coming to the plate. Boy, that's got to be really frustrating for Harvin out there because he's working his butt off in this first frame. First pitch on the outside corner, a called strike to Stengren in the count 0-1. That pitch count already getting up there. He's at 21 pitches. No score in the first. Harvin kicks and deals, and the next offering misses outside. 1-1 now to Stengren. Stengren actually has a higher batting average than MacArthur. He's hitting .333 on the year, but he's only played in 27 games. Here's the pitch, and the right-handed hitting catcher takes away. 2 balls and a strike. Stengren yesterday, 2 for 5 with an RBI. He's working on a 5-game hit streak. Now comes the 2-1. And it misses outside. So a good hitter's count for a dangerous hitter at the plate. Harvin toes the rubber. He gets the sign from Green. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking ball from Harvin as he had Stengren way out in front of that one. Stengren into his first season as a professional. He finished his collegiate tenure with Central Michigan in the MAC Conference this spring. Batted .223 in 31 games. Here's the payoff. Outside ball 4. Oh, it looked like Darnell Ray was going to ring him up. He brought that back foot back like he was ready to punch out Stengren. Instead, Ray held up, and it's ball 4. So the base is juiced here in the first inning for Joliet, and coming to the plate, Jonathan Sierra. No score between Evansville and the Slammers. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's Harvin's pitch, and it's blocked by Green near the shoe tops of Sierra. Harvin working from the stretch with the bases loaded. Sierra 1 for 5 yesterday. Couple of RBIs. 3 strikeouts though. Harvin ready. And now the pitch. Swung on, shot out toward left center field. This is going to get down and roll for a while. It goes all the way to the wall. Picked up by Bednar. Being waved around home, Stengren. And it is a bases clearing double for Jonathan Sierra as Joliet takes a 3-0 lead. So a couple of brutal hits that Harvin gives up here in this frame, and then the walk all come back to haunt him. Well, Joliet scored first in yesterday's game, and they took a 2-0 lead over Evansville. The Otters were able to come back in that one, but they're putting themselves in an early hole again at the plate. Giovanni Garbella. First pitch to him in there for a strike, 0-1. And Harvin really starting to labor now. And he is at 29 total pitches this inning. Here's the next delivery. Misses outside. So pitch number 30 makes it a 1-1 count for Garbella, the 7th batter of the inning to come to the plate. 2 gone here in the first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Harvin comes to the set. The right-hander looks to second, now comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So a couple of strikeouts for Harvin here in this first inning, but a couple of weak hits from Joliet, and they're able to capitalize. Jonathan Sierra plates 3 with the bases clearing double, and Joliet leads it 3-0 over Evansville.
Today's contestants are Drew, Ben, Caleb,
Randy Bednar at the plate here in the top of the second inning. First pitch in there for a called. No, saw 4 batters in that first inning through 13 pitches. Here comes the 0-1. And this is shot back up the middle. Taken on a backhand by the second baseman, Valdez. Throw to first base in time. And there's one down. So another quick out. And Bednar retired. That'll bring up Dakota Phillips. And Phillips making a return to Evansville tonight. The first game he will see in the 2024 season. Well, Phillips, a fan favorite here in Evansville. So an exciting moment. He bats left-handed, and the designated hitter will watch the first pitch on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-1. Phillips started the year in the American Association, the pitch, and he sends it back to the screen foul. He's down in the count 0-2. Spent time with Fargo Moorhead in North Dakota, right on the border with Minnesota, and things just didn't work out, so old Andy McCauley gave him a call. Here he is, the 0-2. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-2 now. Phillips has had some tremendous years with Evansville, back-to-back All-Star bids in 22 and 23. And Cena, the right-hander, into the wind. Now he comes home. Breaking ball misses downstairs, and it's 2-2. Joliet leads it 3-0 over Evansville. Here in the second inning, the Slammers jumping on the Otters first in that opening frame. A bases clearing double from Jonathan Sierra. Here's Encina's 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded out towards short. Hayes charging. He will make the running throw to first. 2 gone. Well, that's all right. Not the result you're looking for, but plenty of more at-bats for Phillips. But Evansville in an early hole. In yesterday's game, they fell behind 2-0, and in the second, they got at least one back. Boy, they'd love to do the same here today. At the plate now, Logan Brown. And Cena into the motion. He comes home. And it's in there for a called strike. The count 0-1. Joliet had 2 weak hits in that first inning, which Harvin surrendered infield singles. The pitch, and Brown lays off. 1-1. That must really hurt to give up those hits and then give up the bases clearing double. The 1-1 pitch, and it misses the zone high and away to the left-handed hitting first baseman. 2-1 to Brown. But the one Sierra got, that was well earned. He smoked that one to the left center gap. Next pitch, fouled off the plate, and actually that, I believe, went off our home plate umpire, Darnell Ray. Either that or it went off the catcher, Stengren. Nevertheless, the deuces are wild now for Brown. Bases empty, and we're in the second. 2s all across the board. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Encina. Sets the Otters down in order. We'll take it to the bottom of the second. Joliet 3, Evansville 0.
Before or after the game, head over to
Bottom of the second inning, it is 3-0 Joliet leading Evansville. At the plate, Cal Haza and the right-hander Tristan Harvin back on the rubber. First pitch home is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. 32 pitches in that first inning for Harvin. He's into the wind, and the pitch home is a fastball high. So it's 1-1 now to Haza. He threw 18 strikes, but Jonathan Sierra doing all the damage. The pitch, ground ball back to the mound. Snagged by Harvin. He will underhand it to first, and there's one gone.
Next up for the Slammers, center fielder.
Well, the thing to keep in mind with Harvin tonight is this is a guy that still only averages 55 pitches per outing. While he has been working more and more in the starting role, we're probably not going to get more than 85, 90 pitches out of him. Now at the plate, Braden Duyan. First pitch, swing and a miss, and the count 0-1. Joliet leads Evansville 3-0. So throwing 32 pitches in that first inning does a number on the pitch count for Harvin. Now the 0-1. And it's off the inside part of the plate. Count even now to the left-handed hitting center fielder. Now 85, 90 pitches, that's not much less than a typical starter would throw, but maybe one or even 2 innings. Next pitch on the outside corner, and it's called a strike. So Harvin ahead now 1-2. Duyan, the 9-hole hitter, 0 for 4 with a strikeout yesterday. Harvin back into the wind, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. And Green says that he snagged it before it hit the turf. Duyan was running down to first, but he will instead just take a 90-degree turn back to the dugout, and he's out number 2. Well, if Harvin can have a quick inning here, it'll certainly favor him. First pitch to Liam MacArthur misses downstairs, and the count 1-0. Joliet leads Evansville 3-0 in the second. The right-hander steps and delivers. Fastball in the inside corner, strike 1. MacArthur had one of those infield singles in the first inning. Again, there were 2 of them. The pitch, and he smokes this one high and deep toward right field. Backing up is White, and he will track it down while running onto the warning track. So a 1-2-3 inning for Harvin, and he throws just 10 pitches here this inning, much needed for him. We'll take it to the third. Joliet leads Evansville 3-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
There will be 2 purple dice, and also the large white dice thrown in by the fans. Speed.
8-9-1 in the order for Evansville. It'll be Jake Green leading things off, and Joliet with a 3-0 lead. Here in the top of the third inning, Evansville has only found 1 base runner in this game, so we'll see if they can dig themselves out of the early hole. Joliet plating 3 runs, which all came in the first inning. A bases clearing double from Jonathan Sierra. Gino Encina back on the rubber. The right-hander into the wind, his first pitch home. And Jake Green takes a strike at the knees, the count 0-1. Just 25 pitches through the first 2 innings for Encina, 16 strikes. And he has gotten into 5 first pitch strikes tonight. 2 0-2 counts. Pretty efficient stuff. Green using his timeout now. He digs back in. And here comes the 0-1 delivery. Fastball misses outside, and the count 1-1. Well, we detailed Encina's minor league career with Toronto, and he had one good season, but didn't last too long in the minor leagues. Here comes the pitch, and Green cuts through it. A nice breaking ball, 1-2. But after that 2017 year, which was Encina's last, he finished that year with a 4.61 ERA. Next pitch to Green, just misses off the outside black, and it's 2-2. He spent 2018 with Southern Illinois in the Frontier League. The right-hander kicks and deals. And it's a breaking ball that misses away. The count now 4. So that was his first stint in independent baseball and in the Frontier League. Then he went down to the Mexican League, where he has spent every year except this year. The pitch, and Green sends this one high and deep towards center field. Duyan on his horse near the track, and he will make the catch. Green gave it a good ride, just not enough mustard behind the baseball, and he is out number 1. Put together a good at-bat. But my goodness, has Duyan been active. Here in the opening few frames, he has already caught 3 fly balls out there. And now coming to the plate, it's Delvin Zinn. Righty on righty matchup. Zinn 2 for 4 yesterday. Encina into the motion. He comes home. Breaking ball misses inside, and the count 1-0. Zinn, a .280 hitter in his first 8 games. Hard to take the batting average with any sort of seriousness whenever you have that little games under your belt, but Zinn has picked it up the last few games. The pitch on the inside corner, and it's now 1-1. Zinn, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored, still searching for his first extra base hit. Encina winds and fires. And it's a breaking ball. Pulled the string with a changeup, a called strike. 1-2 now to Zinn. Giovanni DiGiacomo on deck, and David Mendham in the hole. The pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and hit a ton. High and deep to left field, backing up MacArthur. He's at the wall, and he makes the catch. So 2 deep flyouts to begin this top of the 3rd inning. Joliet leads it 3-0 over Evansville. And here comes DiGiacomo. Well, this is a ballpark that plays extremely deep. 348 again down the left field line. Here comes the first pitch to DiGiacomo. A breaking ball in the inside corner, strike 1. Down the left field line, not much better, 327. Reminds you of the Detroit Tigers Stadium. The pitch. And this one swung on and launched high and deep to right field, backing up Garbella, and he makes the catch. Guess where? On the warning track. So another 1-2-3 inning for Encina, and he has retired the last 8 Otters. We'll take it to the bottom of the 3rd. Joliet 3, Evansville 0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the third inning, Tristan Harvin back on the rubber, and his first pitch misses a little bit low. The count 1-0 to Jesse De La Cruz. Joliet leads it 3-0 over Evansville. The right-hander into the motion. The kick and the pitch. This one's hit out toward deep left field. On his horse, Bednar. He leaps, and he makes the catch! Tumbling down into the wall in left center field. Bednar robs De La Cruz of extra bases. Oh, what a play!
Next up for the Slammers, number 35,
So one gone here in this third inning. And all you can do there is tip your cap. That was an incredible play. Absolutely spectacular in the outfield. I wonder how it didn't work out with Everett, the Seattle Mariners High A club last year. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout. Check it. Fourth strikeout of the game for Harvin.
Number 12,
And
Antonio
Workington
Valdez.
is out number 2 here in the third. Joliet leads at 3-0. And it's Antonio Valdez coming to the dish. Harvin was able to get a much-needed good inning in the second. The pitch on the outside corner called a strike to Valdez, 0-1. After Joliet got that bases-clearing double in that first inning. Harvin winds and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's got Valdez down 0-2. Harvin threw just 10 pitches in the second inning, worked a 1-2-3, trying to retire 7 in a row here, setting down Valdez, the 0-2. And it's just off the inside part of the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Valdez had an infield single his first time at the plate. That was the second infield single of the inning in that first frame. Now the 1-2. And a weak roller out towards first, backhanded by Brown. He will flip to Harvin covering the bag, and they're able to beat Valdez by a half a step. So another 1-2-3 inning for Harvin, and he's starting to get into a groove here in the third inning as he sets the Slammers down in order. We'll head to the fourth. It is Joliet 3, Evansville 0.
It's time for the cook.
David Mendham steps to the dish, batting left-handed here to begin the top of the fourth inning. And your score, Joliet 3, Evansville 0. Back on the rubber, Gino Encina. And the right-hander into the wind. He comes home with the first pitch, and Mendham will go after it. He hits this one high and deep toward right field, taking a few steps back. Garbella near the track, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Encina now at just
Number 20, Alan Olin.
38 total pitches. And coming to the plate, Alec Oland. Oland 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time up. The pitch. Breaking ball at the top of the zone, called strike 1. So Encina has been